Okay, we're starting with the Magician on the bottom of the deck. The Sirens. Okay, things have been a bit chaotic. Your inner world has felt unknown, and you're someone who usually is very connected to their inner emotional world. But lately things have felt a bit turbulent, unknown. But with the Magician here, you're being reminded that you have the power to co-create this reality of yours with the universe. Anything that you focus on is what manifests outwards. So if you're sitting here and thinking that everything is so unbearable and there's nothing you can do to change it, then nothing will change because you believe that you don't have the power to change it, right? But the Magician here is telling me that you absolutely do, and you want to be in charge of your life in a healthy, detached sort of way. You want to bring things in. Okay. You've recently wow, can I talk? Maybe you've been struggling to communicate or struggling to get your thoughts out into words, like there's a disconnect. Lately, you have had to go through some emotional pain so that you can reflect on the way that you respond to it and the way that it triggers you and how you can deal with that. The Three of Swords going into the Four of Swords shows me that there's development. There is growth. There is growth and clarity in the mind. The swords represent thoughts. It's very in the mind. It's all about the crown chakra. I literally cannot speak. So there is an upgrade going on here through feeling triggered and feeling disheartened. You are reflecting inside and asking yourself where the roots of these reactions stem from, and through that you are going to grow through this moment of emotional stagnancy. I'm hearing you may have just felt off. It felt really heavy for you recently. There was a period of time that felt really heavy, and that's coming to an end, or it has come to an end already, because you've chosen. We've got 8 of Wands right under that, so 8-8. Okay, we just had the Lionsgate portal on the 8th of August, 8th of the 8th. I feel that on that day, this really came to a head, and you felt really quite lost and emotionally devastated. Like your emotional landscape felt devastated. But you made a choice to let go of a behavior, a reaction. You've decided to let go of that, and quickly. You're not screwing around anymore. And because you've decided to let go of that, you can't go back now. But I'm just feeling and I'm hearing that it was just really heavy. It was a heavy weight on your mind and on your heart. That just tried to fly out again. So yeah, 8's very significant. The infinite cycle. Everything is a cycle. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. All right, you had to focus on why you were holding your heart so close to your chest instead of sharing yourself with the world and sharing yourself with the things that you care about. I think that there has been a struggle in opening up with other people. There's been a reluctance to it because it hasn't felt safe and it feels new, and that's scary. With the Four of Pentacles, you had to ask yourself, what am I holding on to so tightly? And am I holding on so tight that I'm actually stunting my growth and prohibiting myself from feeling happy and loved? Wow, there you go. Ace of Cups, yeah. And because you looked inwards, you took the time to actually reflect on these emotions. Because you actually took the time to focus on that and figure it out, you're allowing yourself to actually welcome in this Ace of Cups energy, this new, fresh, abundant love Not just romantic love or relationships with other people, but just a general feeling and sense of connection with the world and with your environment. And also your inner world, of course, because the Ace of Cups really is about you being able to fill your cup and have it overflow as much as possible. Because what a blessing. That's the goal, is to have your emotional cup be overflowing as much and as often as possible. And that's coming for you. Yeah, Seven of Swords. There was a lot of self-sabotaging behavior. You felt as if you didn't deserve that Ace of Cups. You didn't deserve to feel joy. You didn't deserve to feel connection with others. But you do. The Seven of Swords is something that can be let go of. It's a mindset. It's a mindset that keeps you separate from other people. And you have let go of it. The Ten of Wands just popped out. Yeah. You have let go of that Seven of Swords energy, that lower frequency. Don't mind all the cuts in this video. I'm sitting in a semi-public place and I don't like to speak when people walk past. But the Ten of Wands, you have fully decided to put down this pattern and behavior that you have learnt and have believed is keeping you safe, when in actuality it's been keeping you distanced from everybody, alienated, isolated. You know, sometimes isolating yourself feels safe in the moment, but it really is just damaging you and prolonging the work that you need to do, which is actually learning how to be vulnerable and open with other people. Yeah, inevitable crash, 100% with the Tower. And it took a lot of strength on the bottom here. You really had to have faith in a new way. But you're fully aware that the Tower is not a bad thing. The Tower is a blessing. It's a foundation that needed to crumble. And I think this Lion's Gate, this 8th of the 8th that we just had, was the straw in the camel's back for this pattern and for this belief. And it's finally allowing you to break out. Yeah, you've decided to share yourself with other people. Or you've decided to let people help you, even with the Six of Pentacles here. Maybe you had someone close to you that you really wanted to connect with, or you wanted to speak to, and you just couldn't find the courage to do so. Or you've just had a conversation or a moment with someone that has helped you to feel supported. And through that feeling of support, you've been able to believe that you're strong enough to let go of this pattern of distancing yourself, isolating yourself, feeling like you're not worthy of love and support when you are. King of Pentacles has just come out here. That's beautiful. So you're really learning how to master your own stability. And the Ace of the Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles, you're learning how to feel stable within your environment, with your relationships and your friendships. Wow, and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the discerning energy, the strong energy, the queen with the strongest boundaries and knowing what works for her, understanding your mind and being able to approach it with a nurturing, understanding, empathetic energy, which is only deepening the connections you have with people around you. And the Hierophant, wow, yeah. So you may have really been learning from someone recently. You may have really had quite an insightful conversation where you were the student and they were teaching you something. Perhaps you're usually the person giving the advice to people, or you're usually the one explaining things to people. But this time you actually allowed yourself to be the student because you really needed to receive some guidance, and I think you did. And it's really helping you to feel stronger in your mind. That's really beautiful. Four of Pentacles came out again, yeah. Learning what matters to you, what affects you, what can shake you, if anything. Damn, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups and the Hangman. You've got an abundance mindset now instead of a scarcity mindset. This shift that you've gone through has just fully reminded you of how infinite your possibilities are on this earth, and that you are never stuck for choice or options. Yeah, you had a full light bulb moment with the Hangman here. Going from a feeling of not good enough, not worthy enough, feeling that you were lacking, That's completely shifted. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah. Your curiosity has been sparked. You've been reminded that you can start anew at any point. You're never burdened and stuck to where you are forever. It's just not possible with the Fool. You are in control. And then on the top of the deck, I've just pulled the Ace of Cups again. So wow, this is beautiful. You opening up your emotional landscape to those that you trust, learning that connection and vulnerability are so much more rewarding than isolation and protecting yourself. Your emotional cup is going to be overflowing. The more chances that you take, the more trust that you have in yourself and your environment, the more that you'll be rewarded by the universe for that. A complete, fresh emotional start. You were given an opportunity to open up the cage around your heart, is what I'm hearing. Because it was a gilded cage. You thought that you were protected, that these walls and this distance that you've been keeping from the world has been protecting you, when in actuality it's just been isolating you and draining the life out of you. But this Ace of Cups is here to offer you renewal. So take it. Take this chance. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.